Hi, everyone. Welcome. I'm Teresa Lysam, and this is my guest co-host today, Cherie Jackson, and we're evolving women. We're evolving. You're evolving. We're all evolving. Let's just help each other to evolve and do it together. Our intention is to fill the world with uplifting messages, new perspectives, tools, or resources regarding health, well-being, wellness, stepping into our superpowers, and just being the best women that we can be. We're giving you permission to be the best version of yourself as we are trying to be the best version of ourselves. So welcome. Thank you so much for being here. And Cherie, thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited.
Having me. I'm excited too.
So we were chatting before we hit the record button about miracles. Okay. And it's something it jumped out at me when I was listening to somebody a little bit ago, and it was all around miracles, noticing the miracles. Do we notice the miracles? So we kind of looked up what the definition of miracles are, just as our starting point. So a couple different definitions, but they all were very similar. And I'm going to throw out some of the words to you that we found. Unusual, mysterious, surprising, extraordinary, amazing, and we can go on. But amazing events, extraordinary happenings, and they all seem to be divinely orchestrated. So miracles are coming from the divine. They're not coming from men, although maybe they are, we don't know. We're going to talk about that. So let's just dive in and see what we can come up with. Let's see if we can bring in some new perspectives for you, our viewers. So I'm thinking we all have a slightly different definition of what a miracle is. I'm guessing, and I could be wrong, some people expect this huge, miraculous event that's really big, really in your face, and everybody else is a part of it. But we're here to suggest something a little bit different. So, Cherie, what is your definition of a miracle?
My definition of a miracle is those aha moments that just humble you and, make you grateful. Just being very mindful and stopping to literally smell the flowers.
Because those flowers are a miracle in and of themselves.
Yes, if you look at their intricacies and their color and the bees that land on them and just the miracle of the evolution and how they serve each other.
And the miracle of growth.
Yes.
Have you ever seen, I'm sure you have, like on a cliff or in a crack, or I saw one once out in the middle of a little pond on a dead log, a little bit of growth, like a little bit of green,
a miracle.
Like a little bit of, a shoot, a sprout coming up out of this horrific situation. And that is a miracle.
Yes.
I just love that. So we're suggesting that miracles are not necessarily big, huge events. I mean, they definitely could be, and they definitely are. But why not in the little, minute, small, micro moments that are taking place as we move through our day?
It's about mindfulness to me.
And your attention and paying attention and being open to that. If you're open to the fact or the possibility, I should say, that miracles are happening all around us all the time, maybe minute by minute, and they are happening on this little small level, we need to be mindful of that. We need to be open and maybe watching for that and ready to receive those miracles.
I think in addition to the mindfulness is the appreciation.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate, yes.
The beauty and just how incredible things are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that. And I know we get caught up in our day and the busyness of what's going on in our lives, but to, like you said, just smell the roses, even if it's a couple of times a day, that could shift and just change your perspective on life in general and allow you to see more miracles. The more miracles you see and the more miracles you notice, I'm sure we're given more miracles to experience.
Yep, I'd say yes to that.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
I was going to say it. I hope you wanted me to say
it. So it's just a change in shifting our mind, shifting our perspective. Let's not necessarily look at the big picture. Let's look at the little small picture and be appreciative. And I know you spoke a little bit earlier, Cherie, about gratitude, being grateful. Can you speak a little bit to that?
I just noticed when I observe something that I feel is a miracle that humbles me, that makes me so appreciate the miracles in the universe, that it makes me ever so grateful that how everything's intertwined, how we serve each other, and it makes me even more grateful.
Yep.
And so it just expands.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever hear a song right when you needed to hear it?
Absolutely.
And that's a miracle. Or maybe a person came into your life for a moment or for a period of time that you just happen to need that person at that point in time. And then they just moved away. And,
my personal favorite, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you please go ahead.
My personal favorite is the license plate that appears at the moment.
Yeah.
Or the sign on the side of the road, or the text from your friend.
Yes, at the right place, the right time. Yep. And what if we started realizing that those are miracles that are being shown to us, and maybe miracles are just being shown to us individually. Maybe nobody else notices them but us. Maybe we have this stream of miracles coming to each person specific to them. Maybe a miracle can be witnessed by others, but does it have to be?
I think everybody's definition of a miracle is different.
What's your thoughts on we're all getting our own lineup of miracles?
Absolutely.
That's almost
like it's like the license plate.
It's almost like, ooh, it's just for me.
Right. Universe is like, oh, I'll give you that nugget here.
Right.
You're grateful for that one. Here's another one.
Yeah. That's like when I see a beautiful sunset, which we both love sunsets, when I see a beautiful sunset, I'm always thinking oh, thank you very much. That's just for me. Because every person that's viewing that sunset is viewing it a little bit different. Absolutely. A different, point of view, standing in a different place with a different mindset. So everybody's seeing it slightly differently, but yet it's a miracle to each one of us in our own way.
Yes.
Oh, I love that. I never really thought about that before.
Yeah.
But I do kind of think of that as my own personal little gift. When I see that sunset.
Like your sunsets.
So it's like, oh, thank you very much. Do you have any final thoughts? This is an exciting topic. I've never really explored it like this. So I'm loving this. You have any final thoughts, Cherie, before we?
I don't know. Did I say this? It's about mindfulness.
Yes, you did say that.
Being aware. It's about not living in your head. It's not about, and it's also not about expectation.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
those
Expectation. That's
little
good.
surprises.
That
Just
is very true.
like, oh, I can take that.
Yep.
Mhm.
So have no expectation. Maybe get rid of that definition of miracles that you might have had. And when I say you, I'm talking in generalities. Get rid of any concept you've had of miracles from previous ways of thinking, and just be open to the idea that they might be all around us. They might be just for us. Nobody else might notice them but us. But yeah, having that awareness, that new perspective, that openness, that mindfulness to just really be paying attention for them and see what happens.
Limitless possibilities that are all.
Yes, I love that. So we're going to leave you with a call to action because, that's what we like to do in Evolving Women here. So Cherie mentioned, being mindful, being grateful, being appreciative. And I don't know if you have a gratitude practice, but what if, at the end of the day or the beginning of the day, you just started putting down things that you're grateful for that you notice throughout the day. And, maybe these little miracles that happen to pop up during the day that you noticed, jot them down in a journal at the end of the day and see how many you get and see if they start rolling in a lot faster.
Guaranteed they'll expand.
I believe that too. So that's our invitation to you, is to look for them, be open, and then maybe start jotting them down so that you can see for yourself how we're surrounded by these miracles on a day-to-day, moment-by-moment basis. So thank you so much. We're so thrilled that you are here listening in on our conversation. Cherie, thank you so much for being my guest co-host. It was delightful. And we look forward to interacting with everybody again on the next episode. Thanks so much. Everybody take care.